Hi, I'm Scott with Mid-Kansas Marine. And today we're doing a walkthrough on a 2025 Avalon 2385 LSZ Elite Windshield. It's a sport tri-tune and it's powered by a Suzuki 200 horsepower 4-stroke motor. This tri-tune is 24.5 feet long by 8.5 feet wide. It has a capacity of 12 and it's carried on a tandem axle trailer. And it's also shown in matte white flake and metallic silver. This tri-tune has the Platinum Edition, which includes things like a complete mooring cover, sport high back captain's chair, which we'll get to, has pull-up cleats, as well as these chrome docking and navigation lights. And this also has a sports performance package, which includes things like lifting fins. This has an HPP upgrade, which gives it lifting fins on the inside and outside of all three tunes. It's a 25 diameter tunes, so bigger tunes on here. It gives you things like C-Star hydraulic steering, a ski tow bar in the back, and also has wave shield aluminum skin on the underside of the deck, which is going to keep moisture off the underside of the deck and give you a little bit better performance when you're at higher speeds. It also has an integrated motor pod on the back, so there's no brake in the center tune. Also upgraded to chrome corner caps. Avalon has 3-inch rub rails, which are a little bit larger than some of our competitors. There's also an integrated rubber bumper along the sides. And looking at some of the construction, the nose cone is actually set back behind the bumper, so you can't really damage the front of the bumper if you're going to make contact with the dock. Along with the nose cone, you can see it's got an integrated splash fin, which is actually kind of pushed down, and it's pushing the water down, so any kind of crosswind is going to minimize any of that water coming back into the boat. And these things being integrated are really solid. One thing we'd like to point out also is this reflective tape that goes around the whole radius of the outer fence, so it's got better visibility at night. And we also have these really heavy-duty eye hooks. We actually use these to unload the boat, so they're very strong. You need some extra tying off capabilities. Before we climb aboard, I'd like to point out the ladder going up to the boat. Obviously integrated with the trailer. I really like the nice wide double handles going up. You've got a couple steps down on this side, full steps going up this side. It's really easy to get in and out of. All right, we're at the front of the boat here, and you can see we've got 2 bench seats, and there's basically storage under each seat. We'll show you the storage under here. You notice the storage compartment here. There's no plastic insert, number 1. Number 2, it's an aluminum frame, and it goes all the way back to the outer fence. Basically gives you 30% more storage than most designs. Another great component to the storage is there's small area between the fence and the deck on the outside, and then we've got air flow going through the cowling on the bottom. So basically there's a free airflow system through this storage. Essentially you're going to have less chance of mold and mildew because air is getting through here. Even when it's wet and covered, air can still get in there and it can dry out. One really nice thing about the seat designs is there's no hard seat pan. There's a frame around the outside, but it's basically a suspension seat so it's nice and soft when you're sitting in here for a longer period of time. So the seat backs are removable. This side we can access the electronics under the helm. And on this side, we've got a little bit more storage under there. And down here we have a phone charger, so you can slip your phone in here, and then we've got USB and Type-C chargers. So obviously the LSZ Elite windshield, you can see the windshield here, looks great, gives the occupants in the back and the captain a nice windbreak for when you're cruising across the water, and it's got a nice tint to it. And the boat being outfitted for water sports as well, we've also got ski storage in the middle tune. And even a nice little light to be able to see in there. Right, and through the walkway here we've got a little light you can light up the way at night. Okay, and we have a nice little dash storage area here. Put some personal belongings. We also mentioned there was storage under here looking at from the other side. It's actually a hinged door back here to access it from this side. So we've got a bench seat across from the captain's chair here, obviously storage under the seat. So we're at the helm here in the captain's chair. Talking about the captain's chair, it's really comfortable. Everything is adjustable. So we've got adjustable arms. We have swivel. As well as seat slider. One of my favorite adjustments is the reclining back. Got a nice steering wheel here with tilt. We've got our Bluetooth radio. And we've got our gauges up here. We have a couple analogs. So we've got RPM, as well as our check engine, engine temp, oil pressure, rev limit indicators. We've got our Garmin 7 here in the dash. We also have our miles per hour gauge, trim, and fuel. And then on this side we have our bilge, radio, navigation, and anchor light, mood lights, docking, and exterior lights. And then down here on the side we have a couple chargers. We have our 12 volt as well as our USB and auxiliary port. And then down here on the side for the captain as well, we have a cup holder as well as a little storage compartment for personal items. And then in the back we've got an L-shaped bench seat. Obviously storage under each seat. We've got the battery compartment as well as the battery switch here. So we're showing off the ice blue lighting package. So as you can see, the speakers light up. There's LED lights under the cowling, as well as the cup holders. So looking at the finishes, for the seating we have a mixture of silver vinyl along with black accent. There's a different texture here. So we've got a different texture on the black, our normal vinyl, as well as kind of a quilted pattern along here. And then of course a white accent here. So we're looking at this table, sink, cooler combo. This console is great for getting some lunch out, making some sandwiches. We've got our sink. We just flip up the faucet here. And then obviously a couple drink holders. We've got a hidden paper towel dispenser. And under here, we have our compartment for our fresh water to run through the sink. And then obviously we have our cooler on this side, as well as our switches to run the sink. And along with the ice blue mood lighting package, we even have a separate switch that lights up the underside of the sink here. And coming through our walkway into the back, we've got a door here. We've got our telescopic ladder. Obviously our ski tow bar. And plenty of walk space to navigate back here. And then something I'd like to point out, because they're kind of hidden, there's a couple drink holders on the back side here of this L-shaped bench. And of course, no pontoon is complete without a bimini. It extends from basically the front of the helm all the way to the back of the rear bench seat. We also have a concierge light up here to be able to light up at night. This 2025 Avalon 2385 LSZ Elite Windshield Pontoon is ready to hit the water and provide your family and friends years of fun in the sun. Enjoying great upscale amenities like the ice blue lighting package, windshield, lots of storage, onboard sink console with cooler, plus providing water sports features like the ski and tow bar and in-floor ski storage. To see more inventory, you can go to our website at midkansasmarine.com, and you can also see more videos like this on our Facebook page, YouTube channel, Instagram, and TikTok.